Hello and welcome back to Study This Place. Today I'm playing some more Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and left. Uh, I did some exploration in Green. This time we are partially on. So we will be some more exploration. But not in the Fury game, we're not taking any major movement for Superman. That way. But I can go over this one. Uh, Obviously between last part this part I have essentially completed. I have yet to see what the final boss entails at the moment and the entire final boss sequence. But other than that, I have completed, played the game, figured out where items are, figured out what scans there are. You know, it's just not my main class. But there are some things that it has shown to me that I'd like to do, and I do have to say to enough of an opinion at the at least share my kind of thoughts on the game. And that is, including final boss at the moment. Obviously, that will hinge on the playthrough itself. I do like the game. It does have some problems that I think some people will bring up and are completely valid. I do think this game is going to be the equivalency of. I think general consensus of this game will eventually boil down along the lines of Metroid. But maybe not the game 100. But if you're playing in a linear fashion, the game takes. But yeah, um, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that changed everything for all those times. Well, that's okay. So, might be wondering, why the heck are your viola like red? Well, that's because of some of the stuff I was seeing by myself and whatnot while I was rocking. Forget this is the problem. I unlocked the viola skin. I have the amiibo. I think it's a some game completion unlock too. Not completely sure, but you get them for how long you've been driving. Uh, by the time I used it for the while I was running in, I've been completed the game. But today's festivities are Green Crystal Collection up to the here the first marker down here. That is important for today. Some might be saying, oh, why do this now? And granted, I understand that.
If you're unsure where to go, you can always explore the unsurveyed areas. Have you checked out the snowy mountain?
Yes, we'll get to this. And, I have some opinions on that, but I'll save it. And it's not good stuff. I'll spoil it. There's not enough that I feel like is. This game is very depth. Is what how I'll describe Prime Force. It's very long. There's nothing beyond. It's not the. It's not like Prime One where it's intricately designed labyrinth that have good graphical depth and detail, but not, you know, uh, they're not the most like visually stunning. There's some nice details, but would you say it's anything like Bolt Swords in this game? Honestly, and I'll say I still think Prime One is going to probably for a while because it's just that game that kind of fits in its spot and fit in its spot. But I will say I have enjoyed the game. And my other biggest kind of spoiler to this point would be that uh, not necessarily hey. I will say I really like the viola. If they were to bring it back, definitely give it a little more use than what it has amounted to. But I'm not against the idea of other modes of transportation other than uh, there we go. I will say, I do let what I think someone at Retro and Nintendo really likes the old Metroid Prime 2. Something I've actually brought up on because that's a screenshot of because it has come up so long ago, mostly just uh, but okay. I can't go into super detail on why I think someone really wanted, like, the story and really wanted it to really be told in an actual game, because that was genuine, kind of, I feel genuine. But I did show this, uh, because one of the most interesting portions is from technically stuff that would happen pre-prime, pre-prime 2, and up to that, other than the landing on talent, what happens right after landing on Acer, for the most part, everything after is kind of unique to the game, to the manga, but it had transporting a Gatling gun on top of the antenna. It looks just, but I genuinely think that uh, someone really liked that story and wants to bring it into the limelight. I get that. I think at the moment, execution from where I was is okay, other than the fact that super. I have been screwed over. Like, can fix the button. Other than the fact that you can also heal the super for them. Also, there is that. I wonder if some of the green energy deposits actually different. Some people bring up the fact that some of the events, I think some actually, about 50%. Okay. Because, I can still, if I don't. Other than the 100% of story mode equivalent giving you 2 upgrades and a extra upgrader and the spotlight item. The green energy amounts to a 200% collection thing gallery, which I might not be getting. But what it never tells you about is that there are 2 upgrades to the standard power boost. In this game, sacred boost that you have yet to come across. Now, I don't think that, as well as a, sensor fine, which obviously could have probably been like 25%. Granted, still totally abundant and not the 75 part, but, you know, Dread technically, unfortunately, did the same thing with this Stanton from Sonic Current. Very easy. Not the hardest. But I can also get one extra upgrade that I think I did technically trigger that had I known. Um, which will be the. Oh no, I I did it in that. Did not do it. I cannot do that one. Different. But this world is very not. I think that I'll say other Prime 1 and Prime 2 are very much sort of because of so areas can technically exist above and below them. But there's no, this game is very horizontal. So there's no path to and from some of the areas, so there's only one. So I do believe it is possible to fail to get certain stands because in this game due to the grenade. That, so be wary on that. Okay, get out. Okay, counter. Okay, good. And there's not for second. Uh, just see a minute. Okay, there it is. Move one. Oh, oh, damn cleavers out from balls. Grenade. Right? No, you can't stand it. Why? I have no idea. Ooh, wasn't expecting it. Okay. I really think that's the. I think it's enough in this one. Honestly, I'm not going to try and complete it right now. Just due to the fact that I have heard some fun, but I do want specifically the 25% one, which is an upgrade to like validating. So I did get a boost card. That's that would be easy. Don't really feel see? I'll be honest, it really does get hung out. pretty much used for overworld exploration because it's just fast and walking. Especially got a nice oh, the vomit. Don't need to deal with it. Full fight. Don't have to do. Don't ever have to deal with the vomit. Oh yeah, tired. But that's exactly. I think most of them spawn at this point, but I'm not. But I am definitely gonna go for that. Good deal. Do taste good. Horrible at. So I'm also gonna leave that. So since I have good understanding. There we go. Most of the time I get distracted trying to go for green axes just because of the just because thing down there. But So, still yet to say. Unfortunately, the big point when you actually start going for these tail end. Well, the big one just had end in VM and it's quite a mess for Prime game. So exactly what VM. Absolutely. Yeah. And just like Dread, you don't get it till the end. The second to last fighter. That it's like, yeah, we'll just go keep them. I swear that at this point, no one at Nintendo Mercury Steam or Retro really knows what to do when it comes to without potential leaks. Maybe they feel like they leak too much, but they try and put it leak. But then it feels repetitive because then at that point everyone's just waiting for endgame when they should be being able to like happen. Dread. I mean, Fusions didn't have that issue, but Fusions did also have that issue. Just how many upgrades there are. I think a good way to put it is you don't have to keep at least super large number of them that don't come that I feel like at this point. But that uh am missing a couple I'm missing a couple of the shrines. That one, that one. Yeah, I'm missing. That's I don't need them. I don't need yep. Oh, the shrine. Really open. Thing I was going to say earlier, I think I failed to fully bring up. I do I will be on record saying I don't fully care for the ammo system beam weapons just due to pain it was to deal with them in Crime 2. This game, honestly, at this current moment, I have no issue. You can go to town with them. It's generous with the beam ammo, how much beam ammo you get. Completely generous with how much beam ammo you can get. I will say, not my least favorite. If beam ammo beams with ammo return, I will be the first to say if it plays like this game, bring it back. All three seem useful, mainly due to the fact that they're on the team type. And also, the story actually brings up reasons on why they don't. And gives a good inference on why they're not as good or require ammo compared to their Chozo power-up if you have played Metroid. And that is cool. Nope. I was questioning if there was a webbing stuff for the ball tunnel for the energy tank. Oh, first major up. Major beam upgrade. See the support fire shot. Yes, please. Consumes free beam ammo to fire a high heat penetrative projectile. Yes. Piercing weapon. Absolutely necessary. Essentially how OG Prime how OG Metroid starts with it. And that if ammo is required to do older effects, that is also fine. I would rather not have seen ammo for a weapon that is heavily required to explore, a la Look That You Metroid Prime 2. Quite literally, Look That You Metroid Prime 2. Just the worst face on my just like a yeah, I so with that one, that done, that shrine is completely finished. Don't have to do it for that. Nothing special. It's done. I am going to try and put some other things on the map. Just so that they're there. I think one is not I know where most that was yeah, so let's pick them using our boost cards then. Uh different elements beam they want to have. I will say the linearity of boom, or the fact there's only one exit, one entrance and exit, that did end up causing all the areas to kind of feel seamless, especially in the backtracking department. It's like, so I'm not going to say I mean, I still think it's better than Prime Hunter. That should count for at least something. I will say, I never felt as bored as I was. And that was listening the last time. Well, I say that. Primary Master probably was, but what's up there? One of my top 10, one of my top two favorite with that came out of and which one is not truly my favorite, but will end up being what in my video shooter. Okay. I don't know where last so I will say the other thing the only big issue I have with Overworld like kind of is function and of genuinely and like, just to get back to the story game just to be able to turn in the remains. But I will say, have I enjoyed my time with the game? Yeah. Would I definitely play it again? Absolutely. So I feel like it will be better on later on. Awesome. I just like going to a place anyway. Quite literally, going to a safe. Yes, I could have just, I have to turn it. However, I will bring up, there is only one other boost charge in it. I I've seen shot Soccer. I think it's on that western edge or eastern edge. Yeah, technically the Snowy Mountain is in the lower quadrant. And yes, that loading thing in the bottom is bring up how long it takes to actually get.
Hey, welcome back. I'll be here.
Uh, I think that's first of all kind of so now. One of the most is actually how I'll skip this because I have kind of shown it a couple times. Second theme upgrade. Shoots faster and are more damage. And stuff. Enders, slightly different colors. Must be thinking of it different. One does actually.
Welcome home.
But with that being said, that is it for today's part. Thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you see you next time. Bye.